Hey everybody, this is Kelly Ray Kirkpatrick, candidate for Ward 4 City Council. Welcome to Meet the Candidate. Haven't had anybody stop by here tonight, but we just had a lot of cyclists zip across the bridge. What a great downtown we have. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Got the river, great footbridge. Sort of missing the concerts in the summer that we have, usually on Sundays. Real bummer. But you know what? We got lots of nature, got lots of geese, and we got an awesome day of weather here. So I am Kelly. I was born in Rochester. I mostly grew up in Rochester. Kind of traveled around a lot when I was super young, but came back here in 5th grade, 1975, for all of you who are counting and trying to calculate how old I am. And sort of stayed until I left for college. But if you can see the government center there in my window, on the screen, after my parents got divorced, we lived in a little apartment right where the government center is right now. So I used to play in the Confluence. I used to play on the Zumbro River. And there's a mural now when you go across the footbridge right by the government center across to the Holiday Inn and Fontaine Towers. And thanks, Brandon. So we lived in a little apartment back there. I don't know if any of you gearheads remember National Bushing that was on 4th Street. And then there was headquarters, kind of bunkhouse and headquarters. I think there was a head shop back in the 70s and a waterbed store. So that was where we lived until we moved out into the country. I graduated from John Marshall High School, left for college in Dallas. Hi, Janine. Thanks for joining. Left for Dallas, Texas, and then Chicago and San Diego. So I had some really neat big city life for a while before coming back to Rochester as a single mom with my daughter. So I've experienced single mothering. I've experienced being a foster parent. I've experienced getting 4 kids through high school and college. And I'm running for city council because I care about this awesome city. I care about maintaining this awesome downtown, but maintaining the neighborhoods that are around the core. I care about our immigrant cultures. If any of you have ever sort of followed my regular Facebook page, you're probably sick and tired of the agriculture and gardening posts and food system posts that I do all the time, but that's really what I'm all about, is food justice and getting people to have enough food, getting people interested in growing food, and just sort of acknowledging that our food system is a huge whopper of a thing in our country here, and we need to shorten that supply chain. And it's not been any more prevalent than with COVID-19, what's going on with our food system. And growing more food here at home is a good thing to do, growing food anywhere. So been working with the Village, worked with Revolutionary Earth, the Alternative Learning Center, and we created a new community garden with the MLK Park Group in my East Side neighborhood where I'm president, and just kind of all about growing food. I'm a master gardener. I'm also the city's master water steward. And I've been hanging out, watching city council meetings and getting involved in city council meetings for about 2 years. So hoping that I can earn your vote and express to you how much I want to listen to what you have to say, listen to your concerns, and be your voice, advocate for you on the council. So I've never done this before. Truth. So I'm seeing these little notes, and I'm not quite sure if my old iPhone is catching all this stuff, but see, I can add Kim Sin here. Kim is joining. So Angus, is this right? I'm asking my 19-year-old because they're more savvy with tech than I am. Okay, Kim, I'm trying to add you if you're there. I'm gonna flip the view. So we're down here. Here's my son Angus. He's 19. He's having a snack. Nobody's showed up yet. We got this gorgeous park. It's so empty. No concerts.
There was one on Saturday.
Yes, there was one on Saturday. And there's the Roscoe's Corner. I don't know if you guys miss Roscoe's, but I do. A lot of properties for sale over there. I'm wondering what's going to be happening over there on 4th Street with the new transit-oriented design that we've got coming on 4th Street. Got to bring, thanks Brandon, got to bring the traffic in clean. Got to stop parking so much downtown. Actually, we've got to stop bringing traffic in at all, whether it's clean or dirty. Got to drive less. Okay, Angus, how do I respond to Brandon? He's saying, vote Kelly Ray Kirkpatrick for City Council. Yay, Brandon, thank you. I think I like that, Brandon. I'm going to try and type while I'm on here. So does anybody have any questions for me? At all? Brian Tyrell joined. Thank you, Brian. Biba's here. I'm going to bring you on camera, Biba, if you're still there. I can't bring you on camera. This is a little odd. I've never done this before. Thanks, everybody, for hanging in there. I'm adding you, John. Janine is asking me, what changes do you think the city needs to implement? That is, oh, hang on, I got a note here. Oh yeah, okay. So what changes do you think the city needs to implement? Well, we've been sort of implementing quite a few changes, and I think it's really key that we go ahead and take care of housing. I would like to see the TIF guidelines changed, Janine. I think that we need to change them to allow for actually larger buildings, and we need more hybrid structures, that not just 1 and 2 bedrooms, but micro units and then other larger units in taller buildings, so that we can get more people closer to downtown. I flipped the screen again. So that's one big change. It's about housing. Housing is a real big deal, and the unsheltered, and I think that's going to be a key piece to how we grow to supply Mayo. We're a growing city. We got a great employer here, biggest in the state. So yeah. How was that, Janine? I hope that's what you wanted to hear. What else? So I was in my garden today. No shocker there. I was in my garden, right. I got my seeds in. So this is a time of year where you're supposed to be starting your second crop, everybody. We're going to switch to gardening here for a minute because that's my passion, that's my forte. I planted a lot of carrot seeds. I did a second crop of peas. I did beans. I'm trellising some of my tomatoes. And so I had the luxury of being able to be in my garden for quite a bit today, which was pretty awesome. What else do I think is important? I think clean water is important. As I kind of look at this river back here, we're sitting at the confluence here of Bear Creek and Zumbro River. And do you know that this section of the river is pretty significantly impaired, and they're looking at how we can possibly clean it up, because we've got impaired mussels here, and mussels are one of those, maybe an indicator species about water cleanliness. The Kmart lot has been in the news quite a bit lately, and there are 2 stormwater drains, one around the Kmart lot area that is one around the Kmart lot area that drains right into the Zumbro, and then the other drainage piece travels north up past the old Fullerton Lumber, which is the Mayo lot, and then it empties in right into the confluence. And what's really interesting is you've got all of that acreage, that 61-acre space that's just got 2 storm drains. And when I had spoken out in March at the city council meeting, I had suggested that the Kmart lot was only there for a year and a half, minimally, so that we could start creating a better infrastructure to help clean up the river and preserve that for future generations, and just kind of cut down on the amount of wastewater that is going into the river. The other thing I'm really concerned about with the environment is air quality. So I'm pretty excited about the future changes that are going to be happening with the transit-oriented design, and add bikes, limit the amount of traffic downtown. We have a lovely downtown area, and we've got a lot of walkability downtown. We're a more walkable city than a lot of other cities our size, so it'd be nice to maintain that and keep that going. So people, housing, and water and air. The economy is that sort of overarching thing that's above all of us right now. I don't think any of us are probably exempt from what's going on right now with the economy, and we need to maintain that. Tried adding you, Caitlin. Thanks for joining. I don't know if... Hi, Denise. Thanks for joining. I'm trying to add you. I'm wondering if an old iPhone SE just doesn't add people very well. I'm wondering if maybe that's what's going on. So nobody visiting me here tonight, which is okay, I guess. When was the last time any of you were in Mayo East Park? I usually walk through here a couple times a week. So who wants to know more? Kind of talking to myself here a little bit. Angus, I need help. I lost the people that were watching. Well, maybe I shouldn't jiggle the camera so much.
Yeah.
Kim Sin would tell me to get a tripod or a monopod.
How is the monopod?
A monopod. 1. It's like a stick.
No, I know what the word means.
Try. 3.
Oh, to hold it up.
Yeah, to hold it up.
I was imagining a monopod somehow balancing itself, and that doesn't work.
No, you gotta kind of hold it, but at least it doesn't bounce up and down.
Like a selfie stick.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I've totally lost the questions. I don't even know how to find them anymore. Can you figure it out? So is everybody registered to vote? I hope so. I actually voted today. I popped my ballot in the mailbox. That was pretty awesome to vote from home. And if anybody wants to go on my website, it's kelly4council.org. And you can find out information there. It's got my contact information. It's got my email, which is kelly4citycouncil@gmail.com. And there's information about how to access voter registration and voting if you are a foreign language speaker. We've got the website up for that for the Secretary of State, and you can just hit the translate button on that page and you can get everything you need to know in your particular language. We've also got some videos on the web page that talk about whether you're going to vote early or not, voting in person, absentee, that kind of thing. And that's it. I'm going to check in with you later as it gets closer to 8 o'clock, and hopefully we've got some people coming here tonight. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.